The question number 12 is to use the AA similarity. The AA similarity is angle-angle similarity in a triangle only, not any polygon. So whenever there are two angles in a triangle equal to the similar triangles, say for example, you have like this and like this, two of the angles are equal, then the third angle will be equal because that's the third angle property of a triangle. And then these both are similar. So this is basically the AA similarity criterion. And we have to solve and prove triangles similar. So now we will look into problems. Determine whether each pair of triangles are similar over here. So now they have given us, in the first case, this is similar, this is equal. Now, this is one triangle, and I will just change the color over here. And this is one more, right? Okay, that's very bad drawings. Anyways, you get the idea, right? So this is one triangle over here, and the other one is just opposite to it. Now, you must prove at least two triangles are similar, at least two. How would you do that? They have already given us one, that is, this is similar to this. Okay. F is similar to J. That is already mentioned. But what about the other things? Let's look. Is there anything? If you look carefully, the H is equal. They are vertically opposite triangles, isn't it? Don't think G and K because they have not told anything about that. But H and H, they are vertically opposite. Whenever you have two lines crossing like this, the opposite angles are always equal, the vertically opposite angles. That is the thing. If this is 120, this will be 120. If this is 60, this will be 60. Now then, that is similar. This is similar. Now you need to write it properly. How do you write it? If you write F, H, G, then it is similar. Sorry, this is similar symbol. F, you started over here, start with J, H, and K. J, H, K. So they must be similar. Now here what to do? You have 40, 98. There's 98 over here. What about this angle? Let's find out. 180 minus 98 minus 42. So what would happen? It would be 140. So 180 minus 140, that is 40 degrees. So this is 40 degrees. Now look here. This and this is 40. This and this is 98. So this over here must be 42. If you solve it, you will get 42. Yes, this is similar. The similarity proportional, how do you write it? Now imagine you start with STR. STR. Where is 42 here? W. So write W first, which is 42. Next was T, that is 98. Here it is V. And last remaining is U. That's the answer. So both are similar in this case. By AA similarity, we proved both are similar. Now here it is written RST, but doesn't matter, STR. R is corresponding with U. See, R with U, T with V, yes, and S with W. Same thing over here. You can see F with J, yes. H with H, H with H, and lastly G and K. So it doesn't matter what, it must be, the in line, that similarity statement must be correct. So please make sure you write this properly. It's very easy. Whichever are equal, you can easily equate them. Now here, look at this problem. I know this is equal to each other. But did they give any information about A and B and D and F? No, I don't have enough information. I can't tell anything. Though they look similar, I can't tell they are similar because I don't have enough information. There is 90, 60. Last one will be 90 minus 60. That's 30. Here there is 30, 90, and this will be 60. So if you start with S, over here it will be R. K next over here, that means over here it will be T. And lastly M and Q. This is the similarity. It can vary. Instead of SKM, it might be MKS. Then it would be Q, KT, and lastly R. It depends, okay? Whatever is given. So over here, SKM is only there, RTQ. And this is not similar because we don't have enough information, okay? Now, if at all, these both, they are mentioned over here, AB and DF is similar, then yes, this would be similar because we have a theorem. If these are similar, then you can easily equate them and solve them. But over here, we do not have any information, so no. Next over here, same thing, guys. You please try to do it by yourselves. Find the other measure and then finalize. See, 20, 41, 41 is same, but what about the other one? So please make sure you solve it. This is, it is similar because when you solve it, you'll get 52 here. Then all three are same. But now here we don't have angles, we have sides. How do we solve this one? Do you remember the proportionality we did in the previous question, question 11, I believe? Same thing, just do that. Now, how do you select this and this or this? How do you select? The way to select is, if you choose the biggest value here, what is the biggest value? 20, right? Divided by the biggest value in the other side. Which is the biggest one? It is 15. This must be equal to, now, which is the smallest or next biggest? The middle value is 12. You can choose the smallest also, it's fine. I chose the middle one. Here, middle one is 9. This must be equal to the smallest by smallest. Now, let's solve. This is 4 by 3. This is again 4 by 3 because table 5 goes 4 times and this over here 3 times. Table 4 goes 3 fours are 12 and 3 threes are 9. Oh, here it is 5 and 4. It's not the same. See, I thought it would be the same. No, this is not similar. Why? Because look at this. What is this? The ratio, the scale factor. Sorry, the scale factor must be equal, right? The proportionality must be equal, which is not. So therefore, you can't tell this is similar. It is not similar. See, it's not proportional. That's why. Over here, they have just taken 2, but you can do all the 3, which is easy as well. Now we move on to a real world problem. Here they have told a cell phone tower casts a shadow that is 100 feet long. Let's just check whether there is no figure over here. So let's do the figure as we are talking, when we are reading, sorry. There is a cell phone tower. This is 100 feet. Let us write this 100 feet. And okay, now there are, see, 3 feet 4 inches. We will convert that in a while. And then at the same time, Leah stands near the tower and casts a shadow. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't even read the question properly. Look here. Cell phone tower casts a shadow. So this is the cell phone tower, which I don't know the height of. Let me just erase this off, okay? That is, say, X. This is X. Because they have told to find the height, how tall it is. The shadow is 100 feet. Okay. Now, the shadow would be generally smaller because I can see Leah's height is, so I will just do it a little bit smaller because this height will be bigger. Okay. Why? Because Leah height is bigger and the shadow is small. That means technically the shadow must be smaller. So just, that's the thing. Now, this is X and over here it's 100 feet. Now, Leah is standing, Leah is 4 feet 6 inches. So she might be standing somewhere over here because the shadow is very, very small. Somewhere over here. Imagine this is I'll just change the color for dimension. This is a thing. And a shadow is somewhere over here. Now we need to find the height. How do we do this? But before I write the dimensions over here, let us just quickly solve this. Do you recall when you have 3 feet 4 inches? How do you write this? It is 3 4 by 12 feet. Just remember this, because always to convert inches to feet, you have to divide by 12. So here it is 3 4 by 12. Now same thing over here, 4 feet 6 by 12 inches. This is in terms of feet. Now what is the height? This is 4 6 by 12, which is 4.5 technically. And this is what over here? 3 4 by 12. Now if you look carefully, this one, if you close it over here, what is this? A triangle. And if you close this over here, it's another triangle, right? Now, if you see properly, again, if you observe carefully, the angle over here, because it's upright, and this is 90 degree, and this is the common angle. So from AA similarity we prove that these two triangles are similar. So if they are similar, then we can use proportionality. Now imagine this is the big height I'm using. Let me just change this. Okay, this is the big height, that is the x, divided by the smaller triangle's height. That is how much? 4 6 by 12. That's it. This must be equal to, what is the total height over here, bigger triangles? 100 divided by, what is the shadow, small one? 3 4 by 12. You can just put this in calculator and solve. You don't need to solve in steps because it's a MCQ. So that's it. Take out your calculator. I hope this triangle is clear. This is the height of the the tower. This is the height of Leah. This is the height of the shadow, and this is Leah's height, Leah's shadow. So they are proportional to each other. So we write proportionality: x upright, upright values. The shadow values, shadow values. Let's take out the calculators. All you can do is directly input them. It's fine. Alpha x equals divided by 4. Let me just clear the calculator. Shift 9 3 equal AC, because I'm using mixed fractions, right? That's the reason. Anyways, I think so you would have got the answer anyways. Now, how do you put this? Don't press this. That's wrong. You need to press shift and this symbol. Now it is 4 6 by 12. This is a single unit now. That is equal to alpha and calc 100 divided by, again shift and this symbol, 3 3/4, 3 4 by 12. Don't need to simplify, calculator will do it. Shift and solve. The answer is 135. Let's just check the answer. Yes, that's the answer. All that, you don't need to write anything. Just this diagram for your understanding, this proportionality, and directly the answer. Answer is 135. So that's the thing. You should know the height is bigger than the shadow. So that means the answer will be greater than 100. It would make sense, right? So that is the thing. That's how we solve it. Now here the diagram is given. Please do solve it by yourselves. Here also you can see this is 90 90 common angle. This is AA similarity, and write the proportionality now. What is the proportionality? I'll directly write 40. What do you need to solve for? X. This is the value. 48 divided by 6 will be equal to x by 8. Cross multiply. This 8 goes to the other side. It will be 48 times 8 by 6. That would be 41 time, how much is it? 8 times, right? Yes. And 8 8s are 64. So 64 is the value of x. Is it correct? Yes, x value is 64 directly from this figure. Now the next one is to find y. How would you solve y? It is basically, now we will write the equation over here. That is basically, you can see we found out the x value. X is equal to what? Y plus 8. That's it. Now what was the x value? It was 64 equals y plus 8. Take 64 minus 8 equals y. What would this happen? It's 56 equals y. That's it. Very simple. See, you don't need to do any extra methods or anything, because it's MCQ. You can easily guess the answer, see the correct answer. That's it. Now over here we have been given in terms of equation. This is again easy. The two angles are similar, so it's AA similarity. Directly write the proportional. Now which proportionality do you write? Write the ones which you have the values. Don't use BD and AB. There is no point having this sides. Don't use that. Only the ones which you have you have values of. If you say start with this side, that is x plus 5 divided by this one, right? X plus 1. That will be equal to, now I use this triangle, so use the other triangle in the top, 15 by 12. Now you can put this in calculator directly and solve, or cross multiply. It will be 12 times x plus 5 equals x, 15 times x plus 1. So it will be 12x plus 60 equals 15x plus 15. Now you can simplify, take 12 to the other side. 60 minus 15 equals 15 minus 12. This is 15x. And the answer over here is 45 equals 3x. 3, 10, 15 is x. So the x value is 15. Now the answer is not over. We have just found the x value. They want the AC value. X is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. The answer is 16 over here. See, the x value we found was 15, and then you have to just add 1 to it. That's the answer. Just be careful, because I'm sure some of you will be tempted to write, oh, 16, 15 is the correct answer. No, because you'll have 4 options. I'm sure this will be one of your options. Now they are asking for AC, so make sure you substitute the x value back here. 15 plus 1, final answer is 16. Same thing over here. Please do try this by yourselves and solve. Now here we know these are similar, so directly I'll write proportionality. The bigger triangle 16 divided by the smaller triangle equals x plus 18 divided by x minus 3. It's up to you. You can write the small triangle as well. It's fine, and you'll get the correct answer. Now I'll just directly do it in the calculator. I'll show you how. In your calculator, just substitute these values. 16 divided by 4, which is 4 itself, equal alpha x plus 18 divided by alpha x minus 3. Just shift and solve, equal to, the value is 10, x is 10. But now that is not the answer. JL is what? Substitute 10 everywhere. Substitute 10 instead of x. 10 plus 18, 28. That's the answer. And over here we have EH. Please do solve this by yourself. It's the same thing, similar thing. Now make sure you substitute over here. EH is what you need to solve for. But what is the speciality? How can we find EH? There are various ways. But first thing, you need to solve for x, right? First, let's solve for x. And then whatever the value you get for EG will be equal to EH. Why? Because these both are parallel. That means they are corresponding. These are equal. See over here, 9, 9. That means whatever is over here, this is equal. These are proportional. Okay, this part will be equal. So whatever EG and EH will be equal to each other. We have that theorem in one of the lessons which we have done before. So that's the reason. So all you need to do is use the proportionality, 12 by 6. And then what you can do, okay, over here it's a little bit tricky. I'll do this. Now this is the entire triangle. Okay, this is the full triangle. And this is the small triangle. So if you're using this 12 divided by small triangle 6, here next one you must write the entire value, that is x plus 5 plus 9, because this entire thing must be written this side plus this side. It's x plus 5 plus 9 divided by the small triangle, that is x plus 5. Now you can put in the calculator and solve it. I'll just use the calculator over here. What happens? It's 12 by 6. I'll directly write it's 2. Sorry, 2 equals 12 by 6 is 2. And over here we have alpha x plus 14, that is 9 plus 5. And down we have x plus 5. Shift and solve. What's the answer? The answer is 4. X value is 4. Let's just check. Yes, the x value is 4. Now the answer is not 4. It's 4 plus 5. That's 9, because we know EG and EH are equal. So the final answer is 9. That's how we do this. Same thing again and again. Please now solve it by yourselves and then check for the answers. Here is the solution, the detailed solution. Find the x values. Write the proportionality. Over here it's written. Your proportionality can vary, doesn't matter. After writing the proportionality, make sure you find the x value and then find whatever is asked for, that is VT value. Same thing over here. Okay, now this one, 13th problem. Olivia draws a regular pentagon and starts connecting its vertices to make a 5-pointed star. Okay, so this is a regular pentagon, that's 5 sides. Regular means all the sides are equal, angles are equal, and sides are equal. And the vertices were connected and the star is made. After drawing the 3 lines in the star, she becomes curious to know about the 2 triangles that appear, that is ABC, okay, this triangle, and CEB, okay, this one. They look similar to her. Prove that this is the case. We need to prove. So basically, they have told it's similar. We have to just prove it. Okay. Now I'll just quickly run through how it is done. Okay, finding the angles, and then what they have done over here is okay, got it. Based because these isosceles. Okay, let me just tell you how it is. Now, the concept over here is first find the angles. We have no clue what anything is, right? But we know this is a pentagon. We have the formula to find the interior angle, that is n minus 2 into 180 degree, right? So what is the n? N is number of sides. There is 5 sides minus 2. That is, sorry, into 180 degree. 5 minus 2 is 3 times 180, 18, 38, 36, 54. It will be 540 degrees. So the total interior angle is 540. Now, what is each angle over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you need to do, divide it by 5. Let's just divide it over here. 540 divided by 5. 500 will be 100, and then 40 is 8. So 108 degrees. So each of this angle, A, D, B, C, and this unknown angle is 108 degree. Why? Because this is the formula to find the interior angle. And since it's a regular pentagon, that means all the angles, interior angles, are equal. So how many angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N, whatever is the answer, you must divide by n. That is 5. So that's why we get 108. Let's just check answers. Yeah, it's 108. Now, what do we know? I will erase this. Now, we know that ADB is 108, DBC is 108, and only we can see, we can only deal with these two sides, isn't it? Let me just get the pen here. This, and this, okay, because we know these two triangles. Now let's just focus over here. They have mainly used DBA. Okay, now this triangle, let's focus on this triangle for now. We know DA is equal to DB. Why? Because it's a regular pentagon. All the sides are equal. So this is an isosceles triangle. Do you agree? Because these two sides are equal. The legs are equal. So this angle and this angle must be equal. Why? Because it's an isosceles triangle. Now, how do you find DBA? We know this is 108. Now this one, if I take x, what will be this? It will be x itself. So the total angle is 180 degrees. That will be equal to 108 plus x, that is 2x. Now solve it. Take this to the other side. It will be 72 over here equals 2x divided 35 plus 1 is 36 equals x. So these two angles are 36. So I will write it over here now. 108. Okay, now, sorry, I have removed it quickly. Let me just show you. This is it. Because the total angle is 108 and I know this is x and x, so it's 28. Sorry, total is 180. This is 108, 2x. Solve it. Put in the calculator, you'll get x is 36. Now this 108, 36, 36. Now the same concept can be done over here. Do you agree? The same thing can be done over here with D, B, and C. Why? Because we know this is 108, the total over here. Total is 108. And then we can tell this one is 36. This one over here is 36. Now you can find more details like what is the remaining angle over here? We know that is 108 minus 36. Why? Because the total angle is 108. This much is 36. So what will be the remaining, this part? It will be 108 minus 36. That will be 98, 88, 78, and 72. 72 degrees. So this must be 72 degrees. I hope this much is clear. Let me just check whether I'm doing it okay, all right, or no. 36, yeah, that's what they also have done over here. And now we have enough information, don't you think? Why enough information? Because here we know okay, now look at this. ABC and what do we need? CEB. Where is CEB? This one. We know both the base angles of CEB. So we know all the three angles over here. So let's find this angle. What is that angle over here? That will be, now we know 72, 36. What's the remaining angle? That will be basically 180 minus 72 minus 36. So over here we will have 108 minus 36, that is 72 again. So what we understand here is 72, 72, 36. This is 72. Now here also, this is 36. This one will be, wait, I'm a little confused now with all the triangles, all the angles. Now what you can do is, see, now we understood this is 36. This is, let me just write it out over here. Let me remove all and write only the important ones, okay? Because we can easily translate it. Whatever we got over here, the same thing keeps on repeating, okay? That's why we can easily translate it. Let me remove this and let me write it over here. So here we have, this was 72. We found this also was 72. This was 36. Now we know all these will be 36. Everywhere it's 36. If this is 36, 36, that's 72. And what is now the remaining 108? This total is 108. But this will also be 36 now. So again, the total angle 36 plus 36 is 72. And this is 36. Aren't they similar? Now I will draw these separately to make you understand. This is 72, 72, 36. This one is spaced like this, but we have 72 here, 36 here, and 72. See, the 72, 72, 36, they are similar because all these sides have equal angles. They are not congruent to each other, but the angles are equal. So that is why we can tell they are similar. Okay, this is why we can prove. You can just, see over here, if you find one set, then it's translated. You don't need to do again and again. If you understand one thing, this is 108, then over here, this is 108, then this is isosceles triangle, so 36, 36. That's enough. Then everywhere, they are all the same thing because it's a regular pentagon. So that's why we can easily say, yes, that is a similar triangle. And that's the end of this topic. It's about AA similarity. Now in the previous one, you don't need to solve all the three. I did all the three, but if you find any two angles, it's enough. That is the main concept of AA similarity. It is any two angles, then you're done. So that's it for this topic, this question. Please do practice more problems solved by yourselves. Be thorough with the formulas and understand the key concepts of each topic, and then it'll be very easy for you.